In breaking news just in, police union SAPU's 10111 members have resumed their strike with immediate effect. This after the union says the negotiations with the employer proved fruitless. SAPU says by 11th of August, if there's no progress, they will call for a sympathy strike by all the unions under the South African Federation of Trade Unions. The 10111 workers are demanding that their salary scale be moved from level 5 to level 7, saying the nature of their job is stressful. The workers say they're demanding increased salaries to bring them to the level with those in other government call centres. This remains our breaking story now that the police union SAPU has resolved to have its 10111 members go on a strike with immediate effect. This is after the union says their negotiations with employers have proved fruitless. They have also gone on to say that come the 11th of August, if there's no progress, they will then be calling for a sympathy strike by all the unions under the South African Federation of Trade Unions. Now joining us to discuss this very story is Oscar Scomir, General Secretary of SAPU. Mr. Scomir, just take us through the resolution. Why the decision now to immediately go on strike?
Of course, as we indicated in our media briefing, to say that we suspend the strike temporarily with the understanding that the CCMA is providing a solution. We were convinced that out of that intervention, we will be able to meet the demand of the workers. However, for the past 2 weeks, we have been struggling with the SAPS management, and I think this is correct to say that the so-called sweetheart revolutionary union they were speaking on behalf of SAPS management because they refused any intervention, which we were to discuss and agreed upon. So the delay and the response, the slow snail response by management in terms of attending to these issues, where they have done everything and spent money to do job evaluations, to do a study, which have informed them that really indeed workers at 10111 they earn less than their counterparts, your Home Affairs, your SARS call centers, your SASSA call centers, and recommendations were made, and they have agreed that indeed these workers, they must be upgraded from salary level 5 to salary level 7. And we do not see any willingness from their side moving forward. Hence, the workers became so angry, and the union really were not satisfied with the progress made in the past 2 weeks. And hence, we are calling for resuming the strike.
Correct me if I'm wrong, you're saying that they have agreed to move them to level 7, or have they perhaps put a different offer, maybe something of putting them somewhere between 5 and 7, which would be a level 6?
No, remember, in the recommendation, it was saying from salary level 5 to salary level 7. The level 6 and other levels, were discussed through this to try to bring up any better offer on the table which can take us forward. If the employer came and said to us, no, look, we will take them from salary level 5 to salary level 6, it could have been something else which we could have looked into and see how do we move forward. Instead, it's us as a union who then put proposal on the table to say, let's do it in phases. We can then, for this financial year, deal phase 5 to phase 6, and the next financial year we can do phase to that one, as long as there is a commitment from SAPS management to say, yes, we are buying into this and we move forward. There was no reasons for us to resume the strike.
Now, Oscar, in as much as we always sympathize with the workers, where does it leave the ordinary citizens now? Because it's a crucial way for us to get access to help when we call 10111. What's going to happen now if you guys are immediately going on strike?
We understand that, and this question, I think, is now coming for the 5th if not more than that, to say, what are you saying, guys, now that you are now on the strike and this striking affects the public? Yes, we know that, and we have then apologized, to the public, because we were also seeking sympathy from their side to say that the question is more relevant to SAPS management, because if SAPS knew that this service is more needed by public, they could have, do the right thing by providing offers or by putting something positive on the table to avoid the strike situation. But it's like they don't care. They remember these people who are making decisions, if not all of them, they earn 10 times more than what the workers are demanding.
No, thank you very much, Oscar Scamir from SAPU, talking to us on the decision that they've taken to immediately take to the streets.